art of punches is when you could throw two punches that sound like one. You could throw a punch, you can hear them. They were two, but they sound like fucking one punch. They don't understand. Anybody that hears this understand art of fighting. They know what I'm saying. He threw two punches that sound like one. Now those days are gone, it's empty, I'm nothing. I'm working on being the art of humbleness. Can you be with me? That's the reason why I'm crying, because I'm not that person no more. And I miss him. Because sometimes I feel like a bitch. Because I don't want that person to come out, because if he comes out, hell is coming with him. And it's not funny at all.
Yo, welcome back to the channel, boys and girls. It's your boy Fade. You already know what it is. We got another session of Fade King True Crime Reviews. Hopefully y'all ready for a good day, another good stream. Chat, remember, you guys are the star of the show. I'm only your co-host. So chat, I need you chatting. Definitely hit that like button when you come on in. Looks like everybody's been hitting it as they come on in, so let's keep that up. Thank you guys. Shout out Dawn. She was the first person in the chat today, man. Appreciate the love. Also, shout out Snoop, man, for being the first member to show up to the chat today. Thank you for being a member, and thank you for showing up today, Snoop. And remember, guys, you all can become members for $2.99, cheaper than a cheeseburger. You can support your favorite YouTube channel and community, making sure that we're able to go live and give you content every single day. So if you like the sound of that, do what you can do. And yeah. So with all that out the way, we got our first video is Killer X realizes cops found his secret body dump. Then we'll go to Crime Spree, 3 killers share 1 brain cell. And then we'll go random for there. I found some jail calls from this guy that were pretty interesting. We might check those out after the first 2 videos, but we'll see what after the first 2 videos where we're at. Shout out Alice, welcome to the chat, love. How's it going? Let's do the damn thing. Yes, sir. Keep hitting them likes, y'all. Subscribe if you're new. Let's get into the first video, man. First, how's everybody's day going, man? How you guys doing out there in the chat? It's really hot where I'm at. It usually don't be this hot, man. Thank you for the jewels. That's our first sponsorship for today's stream. Thank you for the star, Alice. Thank you for being a stream sponsor. Remember, guys, we are 100% community funded. We have no sponsors, no partnerships, nothing like that. You guys make sure that we're able to keep providing that content. So let's keep doing that. Thank you guys so much. But let's get into our first video. Killer X realizes cops found his secret body dump. Hey, thank you, Don. Appreciate the 100 emojis.
Oh, that's a body. That's a. Stop. Pull it out, Kyle.
No, that's human.
That's a female. It's her fingernails.
That's her fingernails, yeah.
That a boy.
So if people are saying that she left with you,
She didn't live with me.
would you be willing to open the trunk for me?
Officers are speaking with 27-year-old Juan Gastella.
Hey, back. 100 emojis. Thank you for the jewel, Snoopy. Appreciate you.
After receiving what first appeared to be a routine missing person report in Moses Lake, Washington. His girlfriend Yanira disappeared just one day after celebrating her 30th birthday. Before she vanished, she had gotten into a fight with her closest friend after the party, while a series of unusual phone calls were taking place between her, Juan, and that same friend. Now, police have to work their way through the last people who saw Yanira that night.
I have been trying to call her. I'm trying to reach her. I don't know where she's at. She's left me.
The one who was really interested was Martin.
Maybe I would want a lawyer.
You want a lawyer?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
You know, because I feel kind of like a setup right now.
What none of these officers realize is that this investigation is about to become the beginning of one of the most horrifying and twisted cases of their careers. For weeks, they'll untangle conflicting statements, multiple suspects, toxic relationships, and one lie after another, until, in the end, one detective's sharp instincts uncover the truth behind the entire case. A simple fact that everyone else had overlooked.
Hey, thank you for the star and thank you for the sparkles, guys.
Everything started on March 4th. It was the morning after Yanira's birthday when her sister Yanni called police. Yanira had not shown up for work. Her phone was going straight to voicemail, and she never picked up her kids from school.
Mac Dispatch, can I help you?
Hi, yes. I needed to report a missing person.
Okay, is it a child, adult?
An adult. So my sister has a protection order against someone, and her work called today. She never misses work, so they're really...
Yo, Alley Cat, thank you for showing up today and thank you for being a member. So, yeah, her sister knew exactly what the fuck was going on. She said her work called, she never misses work, and she's got a protection order against somebody, probably her ex.
Worried because she didn't show up and she had been having some problems with him lately. My mom's at her house, her car's there, but they don't open the door.
Around 6:30 that evening, officers arrived at her apartment for a welfare check.
Police department, we know you're in there. Open the door.
Not you.
He's the one that gave me the key.
Who is he?
The male down there.
Who is he?
Maintenance.
You still can't go in there.
What?
You still can't go in there. Are you here?
My sister.
Okay.
They knocked on the door, but no one answered. Meanwhile, Yanira's sister and mother are anxiously waiting at the bottom of the stairs.
Well, can't Yanni go in there? Can't her family get the key from the people? I understand why the police can't because they don't got a warrant or whatever, but couldn't the family members use the key from the maintenance office and go inside or open the door at least? Let me know. I don't know the legality of that.
I had yelling.
Huh?
I had yelling.
Okay.
Manager said there's thermal disturbance.
But you didn't hear any yelling or anyone. We don't know what's going on.
Mom's the one that called, I guess, said there was a DD.
Well, we don't know if anyone's in there.
Right.
We have family here saying our car's here. There's a possible order violation. Is there any orders with this gal?
I don't know.
The officer asks her mother a few questions, trying to get some background on the situation.
Do you know if she uses drugs or anything like that?
Not that we know of.
Okay, can you guys try calling her? See if her.
Her phone is off. I've been calling her, but her phone is off.
And when's the last time you talked to her?
Last night.
Okay. And you mentioned some.
See this cop by the stairs that we can see. He or you can't see him. He's a little bit off camera, but there's a cop at the bottom of the stairs. He wanted to go in the house. He was about to open it, but Officer 1, whose POV we got, was like, yeah, we can't go in the house. That's why I'm wondering if the family members turn the key and open the door, would they be allowed to go in there? But I don't think she's in there, just from the thumbnail of the video and the title of their video. It seems like he kept her somewhere.
Some man that she has an order with or had an order with. What's his name?
Johnny?
At this point, Yanira's sister and mother are the first ones to suspect Juan and bring up his name. They know him as Johnny. And because Yanira had a restraining order against him, officers decide to enter the apartment and check inside. With that being said, officers will later discover photos taken inside this apartment the night before. Photos that will reveal secrets they can't even imagine yet.
Man, she was a pretty girl. That's fucked up.
But for now, they find no sign of Yanira and no obvious.
So I'm saying girls who are attractive, like especially attractive, all girls gotta watch out. But like, if you get labeled that pretty girl or you're good looking, you gotta be extra selective, bro. Cause these guys are fucking crazy. Like, as devious as we say women can be and how they be doing they men are just as bad, bro. But instead of like being conniving, they're angry. And a lot of times when they can't keep a woman that's real pretty or they feel is out of their league, they turn to shit like this.
Signs of a struggle inside the apartment.
Yeah, no signs of any foul play or anything like that. But she's not there.
She's reported it a lot of times because when she ended the relationship, he got very violent. So she went through Debbie to put the protection order and stuff. And he's just been coming around, calling her and nonstop.
Okay. What was boyfriend's name again?
Johnny?
Johnny.
The history of violence between Juan and Yanira was nothing new. The two had been in a tense on and off relationship for about 2 years. At one point, they had even lived together at Pioneer Meadow Apartments, but that only lasted a few months. Things between them had gotten so bad that Juan had previously been arrested for assault after one of their fights. That violent history immediately made Juan the first person police needed to look at. But for now, officers immediately head to the home of Yanira's best friend.
Yo, Rebecca, welcome to the chat. Thank you for being a member and thank you for showing up today.
Anna.
What's going on? Found her? No. I have been trying to call her. I'm trying to reach her. I don't know where she's at. She's left me.
Since the two were almost always together, they hoped Anna could help them understand exactly what happened the night before.
She left me at Papa's at the bar. It's just nothing.
But before the officer hears Anna's side of the story, he notices something else: the injuries on her face. And the fact that Anna refuses to explain how she got them could mean she's holding something back. But why?
She left. She said she was going to the bathroom. I think she's with her ex-boyfriend.
What's her name? Is that Juan?
Yes,
Johnny or Juan?
Well, his legal name is Juan, I think, but he goes by Johnny. And she was texting him. So I'm 100% sure he lives in Henderson. But she came with me.
Where does he usually stay at?
I'm not sure.
Do you know if she has her phone?
She did have her phone, yeah, because she was talking to him on the phone when she left. And she was like, hey, I'll be back when I go to the restroom. And so I sat there, I wasn't going to leave without her, and she never came back.
Okay.
And so I went outside to look for her.
Have you heard from her?
Me and her friend called her. Her coworker called her. She didn't show up to work.
Can you give me her phone?
Eventually, the officer asks Anna to walk them through what happened the night before, when Yanira had been celebrating her birthday at a casino with a few of their friends. But Anna doesn't know that the police are about to uncover a piece of the story that could put her in trouble too, and explain the injuries on her face.
What time were you guys at Papa's last week?
We got there around 9:30.
And when was the last time you saw her?
I saw her, so she was there with me the whole night until that one moment, and she was talking on the phone with him, and she said she was going to go to the restroom. It was like, and she never came back.
If you had to guess what time that was, I mean, I'm sure it was early, but your best guess.
I think I'm going to say it was like 11:30. And I talked to him on the phone too, and I told him to stop calling her because she
On her phone or yours?
On hers. Because he just kept blowing up her phone, and I told her not to leave.
At the same time, officers have already gone to Papa's Casino, where Yanira had been the night before. One of the casino employees may have remembered Yanira and the people she was with, so officers speak with the managers at Papa's Casino and gather information from the staff. They are also able to recover surveillance footage from outside the casino. In the footage police had at the time, Yanira and Anna can be seen leaving the casino around 11:30 p.m., both appearing heavily drunk. Next to them is another man, but his face is not visible on the surveillance cameras. His identity and his role in Yanira's life will later give police some important leads. But for now, another officer at the police station calls one of the...
Well, she was mad drunk leaving that. She was mad drunk leaving that party. Or leaving that casino.
Casino employees, a woman named Nichelle, to find out what she remembers from the night before.
Hey, Nichelle. Hey, I just gotta let you know you're on a recorded line, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Nichelle, where do you work?
I work at Papa's Casino.
And last night you were working, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Explain to me, do you guys kind of switch around games there, or are you just at one table? Are you just at one table for the time being?
We move every 20 minutes.
Do you remember seeing a girl in all gray, like a gray tracksuit, a gray sweatsuit?
A girl in an all gray suit?
Yeah. It sounded like she was a little bit intoxicated and maybe needed some help getting out of there.
Like a smaller Mexicana or
Yep.
Maybe
and tired.
Yeah, with longer dark hair, I think.
Yep, that's the one.
Yes.
You remember seeing her?
I do remember her, yes, because actually every so often we get a break, and I was on break outside on that patio area, and I do remember her and a friend walking out towards the parking lot.
What time were you on your break?
So maybe roughly, somewhere between 10 and 12, around that time.
So they walk out, you're on the patio, and then what happens from there?
I can't remember. One of them is helping the other walk.
Okay.
And then when the one couldn't walk, the other one stopped and was like, I'll give you a piggyback ride. That's what really caught my attention. Because I thought that was cute, I guess. I don't know. I was like, oh, that's a nice friend.
Yeah, definitely.
And then they were headed towards the parking lot. One of them was telling the other one that they absolutely could not drive. And the other one was, you can tell she wasn't happy about that.
Oh.
Now at this point, I could not see anything.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm sitting down.
I guess which way did they walk? In the parking lot? So is it as you're walking out the bar, were they like towards left, like towards the bowling alley entrance, or were they walking
ahead towards the coffee?
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay. And so I guess how did that end up? Did an argument ensue after she told him that she couldn't drive, or after that someone said they couldn't drive?
Yeah, then you can hear. Then I could hear yelling. That's when I could hear like a lot of yelling.
Okay, and
it sounded like she was like, "Let me go, let me go."
But
So this is the witness or the last known person to have seen her. This is just a witness. She said she saw her walk out the casino with her friends. They all seemed to be inebriated.
You couldn't see them, right?
I could not see. I just hear one girl saying, "Let me go, let me go."
Okay.
And I hear the other one saying, like, "You cannot drive. You can't. No, stop. You know." And it sounded like one got. I think it sounded like whoever wanted to drive actually was able to get in her vehicle.
Oh, really? Oh boy, that's not good.
Yeah, but wasn't able to. Yeah, I just know whoever was trying to drive, they were really trying to stop her from driving, and she was not having it.
Okay.
Nichelle had heard about an altercation that happened between Anna and Yanira that night. According to Nichelle, the fight had nothing to do with Juan, at least not the way Anna had described it to police. The argument started in the casino parking lot over who was going to drive. Anna was trying to stop Yanira from driving drunk, and Juan's repeated phone calls may have only added more tension between them. Unfortunately, during the fight, they move out of the camera's view. And once they walk away from the patio, Nichelle has no idea what happened after that.
And then what happened after that? You said you heard someone get in a car, and then what happened after that?
I don't know what happened after that, because after that, I had to go back in, because our breaks are only 15 minutes.
Right. Okay.
So I don't know at what point in time they came out on my break.
Did you see any phones with them? Did they have any phones at all?
I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't even, like, I saw the back of them. And by the time I kind of noticed, they were already at the end of that, like, you know, end of the little ramp. So I didn't get, like, you know, by the time I noticed them, I was a good, like, you know, 10, 15 feet away from them.
But back at Anna's house, she continues talking about Johnny and keeps trying to push all the suspicion towards him. But the question is Johnny just an easy target for Anna to shift the blame onto? Or did he actually do something to Yanira?
I don't have anything on him. I actually had his face flag blocked in.
Can you show me a picture? I want to make sure I got
it.
See?
That's
So was he with them? You think Johnny was that guy that was with them that night? Because, you know, there was her, the victim, and then there was an unidentified male up until this point. Y'all think that was her ex-boyfriend? Or I don't know. I don't know, bro.
That's
his real name's Juan.
I don't like.
Cop was like, his real name's Juan. Yeah, bro. Juan is John, bro. It's the same fucking name. You saying it in English or Spanish, fucking brain?
Why don't you like him?
Because he's done a whole bunch of stuff to her.
Could you elaborate? So I understand there's domestic. I just want to hear from you.
She's called the cops multiple times. Okay. I told her she changed her number.
Danola, welcome to the chat, love. I'm glad you were able to make it. And I hope you're doing okay this summer, man. I know you haven't been able to catch the stream for whatever reasons, but thank you for being a member, and thank you for showing up, and also thank you for watching the replays. I see your comments on the replays, so thank you so much, Danola.
Barely a week ago.
Hey, shout out for the jewels. Thank you for the star, Alice.
When to avoid him, and she said that he found her number. I don't know how.
What kind of stuff would she tell you that he does?
He would push her. He would hold her really strong. He would.
Does he ever threaten her before with words? Like that he's going to do something to her?
Not that I've heard of, but that she said, I think so. Okay. But I haven't heard it.
Do you know of any, has he ever choked her or tried to strangle her or anything like that?
Not that I've seen, and not that she's told me either.
He did it to my grandson. He was telling me a night before last night that he hit him with the glass on his head.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he did tell me that too. He told me
like
that he
glass bottle or
like a cup, and he like came in the back of her head.
And on his shoulder. And
how old's your grandson?
He's 8 years old. Yeah, she had a big bruise on her shoulder. That was
a few months ago.
So you've seen her with
like
more?
Yeah, she came to my house.
And he even broke her room's door.
Yeah,
Did she say where they came from, those bruises?
Yeah, she came here. She was trying to, I think if I remember correctly, she was trying to get some stuff from him.
Do you know if he was in town last night? Did she tell you that?
Oh, I know he was in town.
Okay, he was in town.
Because I talked to him. When I talked to him, he told me, because I was like, hey, stop calling her. She's with me. You know, it's her birthday. We're just trying to celebrate. Don't come.
How drunk was she last night when she left?
Not much, to be honest.
Just a little tipsy, maybe?
Yeah, just tipsy, but
still cognitive.
Yeah, she knew what she was doing because she told me, she's like, hey, I'll be back. I'm going to go to the restroom. And I was like, oh, okay. After that, I went to the restroom. I was like, she's taking a while. And so I went to the restroom. I went outside. Couldn't find her.
Okay.
Eventually, Anna tells officers that she got the injuries while chasing after Yanira outside the casino. According to her, she didn't want to leave her friend alone with someone as dangerous as Johnny, and at some point, she fell. But Johnny's home in Hermiston is about 110 miles away from Moses Lake. So did he really drive all that way the night before and make it to Moses Lake? Back at the station, Nichelle is about to give us the answer.
You know what? I feel like someone was walking across the street from the gas station at that same time.
Okay. Does it look
so
like
I remember who that is, and I think, like, you can tell they were looking in that direction.
Uh-huh.
So I just have to remember who that was. Sorry.
No, did it look like they were part of that group, or
No, they definitely weren't part of that group. They just if like from where they were at and how they were just looking, they might have more detail because they were able to probably see more than I did.
Okay.
So I can't remember. I don't know if I think it was one of the players.
We know Anna and Yanira were extremely close. Everyone knew Yanira shared almost everything with Anna. But when Johnny showed up, there was suddenly no word from her. She wasn't answering calls or messages, and Johnny wasn't responding to anyone either. He also appeared to be gone from his home. Since Juan now seemed to be the last person who had seen Yanira, the lead officer quickly used Juan's phone number to ping his location. The ping placed him somewhere around Hermiston, so the officer immediately contacted the police department there and asked them to respond to that location.
You know him? He's supposed to live here somewhere in the trailer park. Do you recognize this guy? Do you know this person? You know him?
No.
No?
Officers with Hermiston Police Department start searching for him. They show his photos to neighbors, hoping someone can give them information about where he is or help them narrow down his exact location. But they aren't able to find any sign of him. A few hours later, Juan calls police later that night. He claims he found out through his mother that Yanira was missing and that everyone, including police, was now suspicious of him. Juan then gives officers his exact address so they can come speak with him there.
Corporal Flato, Hermiston Police Department, just for contact being recorded. Can you take your hands out of your pockets for me just for a second? I'm here.
Yo, I obviously think Juan is our guy, but I don't know, the way her friend was telling that story, that shit seemed like hella sus. Like, it seems like they got into a fight or something. Maybe they got into a fight because of her wanting to go chill with Johnny after she got drunk. And she was like, nah, bro, don't go with him. Like, he ain't shit, you know? I don't know.
Because Spokane Police Department. Okay, they called me. They said that they're looking for, how do you say her name, Ernie? Yanira, okay. Do you have any idea where she's at?
Not at all, man. That's why I was trying to call to figure out. I just barely found out that she's missing.
Okay. You weren't up there at all?
I went up there, but the thing is, she was crying because she got in a fight with her friend, Anna or whatever, and she was hysterical, saying that she wanted to drive, and her friend was saying no because they're all f***ed up.
Okay.
And then they got into it, and her friend told her or whatever to her. She said, "F*** you ain't a friend," and all that. And she was crying, she was hysterical, and I was trying to get her to go home. She didn't want to. She said she wanted to go see Anna because she said that nobody was there for her. She's all by herself, and that how could she do that? She was just hysterical, crying. So I tried to get her to go home. She didn't want to, and then she said that she was ended up going back to Papa's where they were drinking and stuff. And then some guy was calling her during that on Snapchat, and then she said that she was just gonna go back over there. You know, and I've been trying to contact her all morning, messages, calling, and nothing was. I thought she had me blocked, so I was like, all right, because she told me to leave her alone, and she didn't want nothing to do with me because she said we're done and all that stuff.
So if people are saying that she left with you,
she didn't live with me,
and that you went and got her, that's not true.
No. I'm saying I went to go look for her, but she didn't go home with me. She ended up leaving fucking to wherever she was go to.
Juan brings up the fight between Anna and Yanira and explains how Yanira was hysterical and upset that night. According to him, he spent most of the night trying to calm her down, and when he tried to drive her home, she refused. Eventually, she went back to Papa's casino, or at least that's what Juan thought. But Yanira was never seen returning to the casino on any of the security cameras. So either Yanira finished talking to Juan and tried to slip away from him, possibly with the unknown man she had contacted through Snapchat, or Juan was lying.
Is this your car?
Yes, my car.
Okay. And would you be willing to let us walk through, make sure she's not in the house?
Yeah.
She's not in there yet. I'm just asking if you'd let us look.
Yeah.
Right now we got just a missing person investigation. We're just trying to double check.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that? I mean, I just want to... Okay, go ahead.
While some of the officers go inside to check the house, one of them starts looking through Juan's car, a 2016 Ford Fusion.
You can go through whatever you want to go through. She was crying. She was hysterical.
All right.
She was really upset about her friend Anna because she said that nobody.
Did she go with you anywhere?
Well, I took her back to her house, but she didn't want to go back to her house.
Yeah.
And then she ended up saying that she was gonna get it because she had her keys, and she said she was gonna drive to Papa. I said just.
Oh, damn, I was on mute. My bad, y'all. See, he lying for sure because he said, at first he said he never took her home. They never drove off. That she got out the car after an argument and walked back to Papa's. Now he's saying he drove her all the way home. She didn't want to go in the house and threatened to drive back herself, so he brought her back. That's a lie.
Go inside.
Okay.
And when she was gonna go inside, that's the last time I saw her. And
would you be willing to open the trunk for me?
Yep.
Juan keeps talking, again, bringing up the fight between Anna and Yanira and how upset and emotional Yanira had been that night.
Dude, I'm worried because that's my ex. I still care about, I still love her, dude. And fuck,
right.
No.
She was like, dude, she called me crying. She was hysterical. Because, like I said,
trying
she
to
wanted to
help.
drive. She said she told me that she was sober enough to drive her friend's car. And
Just
her
let
friend
her
said,
down
no,
the
we're all f***ed up. And I don't know what altercation they got into where Anna ended up calling her "F you" or something like that. Then she told me, she said, well, F you ain't a f***ing friend, and she left her. That's what she told me, that Anna left her. When I contacted Anna today, she said that she never left her, she went back to Papa's. But Yanira saw her drive off, or whatever the f***, that's what she was telling me. And she was drunk as hell, dude.
Okay.
And then after that, like I said, I was trying to get her to go home, and I told her, go inside. She goes, I have my keys, f*** that bitch, I'm gonna go tell her what's up. Like, she wanted to go f***ing fight her, and I told her, no, just go home.
Okay.
Like, you know, if you want, I'll fucking leave. She goes, you can fucking leave too, I don't care. I was like, babe, I was like, come on, just fucking go home, go to sleep, you're drunk.
Do you have any idea where she's at?
No, I don't know.
I said my last
Dude, she even messaged me one time like, oh, I'm with the new guy. I told Johnny I'm forgetting about him and shit. And, like, sent videos of her with some new guy and shit. And he was just telling me because my mother-in-law called and was like, because he's my brother-in-law. Yeah. He was like, oh, like she's missing and shit. Like they just called my phone, like, because she knows her mom and shit. And she was like, you better not be involved and shit. But
What was her name?
Yanira.
No, we're good. I just found out. That's what I'm
I think we're at 11,723 subs, something like that.
saying. Like, that's why I called, so I can, you know. But I'm saying you guys can go through anything. I don't.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know, man.
In the end, officers leave Juan's house without finding any sign of Yanira. The Hermiston officers immediately pass the details of that conversation to the lead officer in Moses Lake. Back at the Moses Lake Police Department, they call Juan again to speak with him further. But this phone call is about to become the beginning of Juan sinking deeper into a mess he created for himself.
Yesterday when I talked to Yanira, she had gotten in a fight with Anna. And so that's why I was trying to contact Anna.
No.
And all morning I've been trying to contact Yanira and calling her and stuff and messaging her. And I thought she had me blocked, so I was like, fine, then I'll just leave it alone eventually, you know? And I was just trying to, you know, see her for her birthday and stuff like that, but, you know, she didn't want nothing to do with me anymore. So I just, you know, I thought this morning she was just literally just had me blocked off everything, so I just let her, you know. She told me if I can get her, and I said yes, of course, you know. So I went to go see her, and then she was just going off about, and she was crying, like, dude, she was freaking crying. She said that because Anna betrayed her. What kind of a friend is that? That she left her. That she would never do that.
According to Juan, Yanira called him because she was upset with Anna and felt like Anna had betrayed her on her birthday. Then Juan starts building his version of what happened that night. He says he tried calling Yanira several times in the morning, but she never answered. So he assumed she had blocked him and decided to leave it alone. He then says that the night before he drove to Moses Lake to see Yanira for her birthday. On the way there, he called her several times, but Anna wouldn't let Yanira talk to him and the calls kept getting cut off.
She said that because Anna betrayed her. What kind of a friend is that? That Yanira spent $80 on Anna's birthday when it was her birthday, but Anna only spent $40 on her birthday. She said, what kind of a friend is that? She goes, I always go out of my way from people that I love and my friends and everything, and nobody gives a about me, this and that. So I told her, let me take you home, let me drop you off. And so she was just going off the whole time, and then she was hugging me. She told me that she's glad that I came, that she, you know, that she had been wanting to see me. And then I told her, you know, like, I'm just worried about you. I've been trying to contact you, not to try to see, so I can see you, you know, so I can hang out with you and stuff like that. and Anna wouldn't let me. And Anna probably thought I was fighting with her when I was on the phone, when I kept trying to blow her up, because every time I call, Yanira would hang up on me.
Whereabouts were you in Yanira when you were talking to her?
Oh, we were on our way back to her house.
Well,
I was going to drop her off to her house.
No, I get that, but you said you met up with her over by Walmart. Where were you guys at?
Oh, she was by, I'm saying like, not like, she was behind the, you know the Pet, is it Petco or PetSmart that's right there?
Petco's over there, yes.
Yeah, so Petco. So she told me that she was walking behind Ross. So I'm like, okay, so I'm driving over there. And then she told me like, we're kind of like where the Walmart parking lot's at, Petco and all that behind Ross. I said, okay. So I went into the parking lot and I saw her. She was crying. She was wearing a gray sweater, gray sweats and all that.
You picked her up there and drove her somewhere?
Yes, I drove her back to her house. She wanted to go get her car, but I didn't want her because she wanted to get her car and drive it back to Papa's. And she wanted to fight with Anna. But I kept telling her, didn't Anna leave to her house?
Okay.
And she goes, yeah, but I want to see if she's there. So she was trying to go back. I wasn't letting her try to get back in her car because she had her keys with her, and she kept saying something that she had dropped her debit card or something like that. And I told her, okay, then we'll find it right now. That's why I think she wanted to go back to Papa's also. I'm not sure if that was the reason why, but she did say she wanted to go back and find Anna.
Juan says that when he got to Moses Lake, he met Yanira behind the Petco near Walmart around midnight. According to him, Yanira was crying and upset because she'd gotten into a fight with Anna over who was going to drive, since both of them had been drinking. Juan claims he tried to take Yanira home, but she kept saying she wanted to go back and fight Anna. She also said she had lost her debit card and wanted to go look for it.
She told me that Anna had left her, that she had left her without anything. And then I think that's the time when some guy was calling her on Snapchat to see where she was at, and she hung up on him. And
do you know who that guy was?
I don't know. I don't know, sir.
Okay.
That man was Javier Hinojosa Perez, who also appeared to be Yanira's mechanic. One of the most interesting parts of the call comes when Ramirez asks Juan about the Snapchat call from Javier. At first, Juan says Javier was just her mechanic and only...
Hey, shout out my girl Rebecca. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Thank you for helping sponsor today's stream, man. Appreciate the love. Thank you guys so much. That's what keeps us going, man. You guys are the heartbeat of the channel. Thank you for being a member as well, Rebecca. Shout out to your love, and we appreciate that.
Called to ask where Yanira was, but then police tell him they heard a different version, that Juan told Javier, "That's my woman," and warned him not to call Yanira again.
Did Yanira call or answer that phone call?
She's on Snapchat, yeah.
She did? What was
yeah, that's what I'm saying. She did, and then she hung up on him.
They didn't say anything else?
No, he just said, "Are you with Anna?" And then she says, "No," and then she hung up on him.
What did you say during that phone call?
Oh, I said, "Hey, who's that?" to Yanira, because at first I thought it was some guy calling her like that, but then she told me that it was a mechanic dude. But the guy just, all he said was, "Hey, are you with Anna?" or something like that. That's what he said.
What else did you say?
But I didn't trip.
What else did you say?
Juan denies it at first, but little by little, he starts backing away.
Yeah, Juan is getting caught up in his lies, bro. Especially once they talk to this other guy. And they'll get his side of the story and what happened. You know what I mean?
Away from his story. Eventually, he admits that he did say something like, "This is her man," and probably made comments about Yanira not needing to talk to other men. He also admits that he was jealous about Yanira being out with other guys and talking to other men.
No, I literally was more focused on her crying because she was crying about the whole Anna thing. Like after she said it was the mechanic guy that helped her fix her car, and she had told me about him before. So she said I was Anna's friend, so then I was like, okay. But I wasn't even worried about that at all, dude. I was just worried about her because she was crying. Like, I'm telling you, like, I wasn't going to interfere with fighting with her while she was fucking crying. Like, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, when she was hysterical, she was dead-ass crying. Mostly about the whole Anna thing because, like on the way to her house, she was crying, saying, "How can Anna do that to me?" I was just listening, man. Like, I wasn't even talking shit or anything. I was just listening to her the whole time.
Officers are later going to find out that Juan was lying about that call. Over the next 2 days, they also interview Javier.
I called them, I was like, "Hey," I'm like, "where you guys at?" She's like, "Oh, well, can you come pick me up?" I went, me and my friend.
He's having trouble with his YouTube account, Danola. He's been in Discord pretty frequently. So, right now he can't chat on YouTube chats, but he's still able to moderate the chat for us. So he's like a ghost. Shout out Ghost. Ghost hate love.
Larry, we went to go see if we could find her. So when I was at Walmart, I was like, hey, where you at? She's like, oh, I'm fine. Like, someone already picked me up. And I was like, oh, okay. And then in the background, there was another guy's voice. He was like, who the f is that? And like, what the f did I tell you about talking to people? And then they hang up. I was like, okay, that's weird.
After the fight between Anna and Yanira that night, Yanira had called Javier and asked him to come pick her up. But unfortunately for her, Juan got to the casino first.
Damn, bro, this poor girl. It seemed like her mechanic, and you know I be against like platonic male-female relationships. Like I you know, I don't think it's hard for males and females to be genuine friends. You know what I mean? Now, acquaintances, coworkers, somebody that you know in passing, that's all okay. You know what I mean? And that doesn't mean you wouldn't be nice to those people or have a cordial relationship with those people. But I think that's kind of like what this was. I don't think the mechanic was actually like her friend per se, or someone that was trying to get at her. I think they just had a common group of friends, and he noticed that the group is being fucked up to her. One, she got in a fight on her birthday. She's too drunk. Nobody took her home. Nobody made she was safe. You know what I mean? Like, no one was looking for her best interest. Where the guy who just casually knows her, isn't that close to her, knows her through common friends, was like, damn, this is fucked up, because he's a good person, bro. You know what I mean? You don't have to be like, everybody's my friend to be a good person to them.
But after that Snapchat call, a call that may have fueled Juan's anger, jealousy, and resentment even more, he starts driving towards Yanira's home. This becomes one of the first major inconsistencies in Juan's story. At first,
yeah, I've been picked that up. The first time he told the cop, he said, I didn't drive her nowhere. The second time he was like, we drove to her house and I wouldn't let her get in her car, so I brought her back to Papa's. He's already changed the story before they found that fucking footage. Denola, thank you for the flowers. You know I love my roses, girl. Thank you so much. Appreciate you helping sponsor the stream.
Juan says he drove Yanira to her apartment, watched her walk inside, and then left without ever going in. But when the officer questions him again, his story changes. Now, Juan says he actually walked Yanira into the apartment and that she closed and locked the door behind them. Juan admits that he laid down with Yanira because she was crying.
And then what happened after that?
I ended up leaving.
Why didn't you spend the night? If she wanted, it sounded like she wanted you to stay there. Or...
She was also getting mad at me because of bringing up everything about our past, you know? And then she was saying that I could leave just like everybody else, you know, like this. She wasn't fighting with me, she was just arguing with me. And I was gonna stay the night, but she told me she had to work and then she had to pick up her kids, and I ended up leaving because of that. But she told me she had to work.
In short, after having...
Damn, she had 3 kids? She was kind of young to have 3 kids.
Dinner at Algarve, Yanira went to Papa's casino.
I think they said she was born in like 94 or some shit. Or 20. Oh, she was 27. No, that's about right. 27, 3 kids. That's regular.
With Anna and a few of their friends to celebrate her birthday. The only person who wasn't invited that night was Juan. But throughout the night, Juan kept calling Yanira over and over again. Around midnight, Juan says he finally met up with her, drove her back to her apartment, and stayed there with her for about an hour. But that claim is going to be heavily questioned later. After
none of those are Juan's kids? That's wild. Hold up.
Police receive a major lead.
How long were they dating for him to be this fucking psycho?
From someone close to Yanira. Juan also mentions that when he left Yanira's apartment, she was still wearing her clothes. It feels like a strange detail to point out, almost like he wants to make sure police believe nothing happened between them.
Where was she again when you left?
She was in the living room when I was leaving. She still had her clothes on, everything. She was just so like, even when she was done crying, she was still pissed off about the whole Anna thing, you know?
At this point, with all the inconsistencies and lies in Juan's story, he becomes the main suspect in Yanira's disappearance. The next morning, Juan takes officers to his house, where he lives with his sister and brother-in-law. Police need to speak with his sister to see if she can confirm any part of his story.
Were you guys home when he got home?
Yeah.
What time did he get home?
I can't even say either. I think he came home the next morning, actually.
Yeah, it was the next morning. Do you remember what time?
Yeah. No, actually, it was like in the afternoon, I think. Maybe 11, noon. I think so. It was just the next day.
Ooh, Juan's sister telling the truth. At first, I thought she was gonna lie for him, but nah, hell no. She was like, fuck that. He came home at noon, bro.
The drive from Johnny's home in Hermiston to Moses Lake is about an hour and 40 minutes. Juan had picked Yanira up around 11:30 p.m.
What state is this?
So
Texas, Odessa. Is this Texas? Odessa. I always remember Odessa because my favorite movie is, or one of my favorite movies is Friday Night Lights, about the high school football team in Odessa.
Based on his own timeline, if he drove her home and stayed there for about an hour, he should have been back at his own house by around 3 a.m. at the latest. But Juan didn't get home until noon. That leaves almost 9 missing hours in his time.
What up, Jazz? Welcome to the chat. Thank you for being a member, and thank you for showing up today, Jazz.
And he has no real explanation for them. Police then start putting Juan's timeline together with another tool they have: surveillance footage. They already have the full security footage from the casino, but now they begin looking around Yanira.
Where'd he dump the body, though? I bet you she out in the desert. There's hella desert fucking rural areas in between his house and the casino they were at, or her house.
His apartment, only to find out that a nearby apartment building has a security camera facing the street, and that camera also covers the entrance to Yanira's place. They also find another camera that gives them a clear view of the apartment parking lot, and that's when they find a clip that completely changes the direction of the case. The footage from those two cameras shows Juan's Ford Fusion entering Yanira's apartment parking lot at 11:57 p.m. on March 3rd. But contrary to what Juan claimed, that same camera shows his car leaving the parking lot at 5:49 the next morning. That means Juan was at Yanira's apartment for almost 6 hours. From there, officers continue tracking Juan's car using surveillance cameras. They also follow the pings from his phone and discover that around 7:30 that morning, he stopped at a gas station. But when Juan pulls into the filling station, he doesn't get gas. Instead, he gets out of the car and throws several plastic bags into the trash. The entire video is about 3 minutes and 41 seconds long, and during that time, Juan never makes any attempt to fuel the car. That stop wasn't for gas. It was to get rid of something.
He was disposing evidence. Bro, dumb as fuck. You can't dispose evidence at a gas station, dog. There's cameras and license plate readers all over every fucking parking lot you go into.
The next day, police go to that same gas station and search the dumpster. Inside, they find the items Juan had thrown away, including letters with Juan's name on them, a large kitchen knife, a large hunting knife, an empty bottle of Pine Sol, a spray.
Oh, shit. Bro was doing research. Whenever the murderers be getting away with it, bro, they use Pine Sol, not bleach, because that shit kills the DNA.
A bottle filled with clear liquid, a phone case box.
He was almost smart. He thought he was smart.
Box and Q-tips. Police then take the 2 knives recovered from the Chevron dumpster and place them next to several clean knives. After that, they bring in a cadaver dog and walk it past the knives. The dog alerts on the hunting knife. Then they bring in a second cadaver dog and run the same test again. And once again, the dog alerts on that same hunting knife. Cadaver dogs are trained to detect the scent of human remains. With all of this evidence in hand, officers ask Juan to come to the Hermiston Police Department so they can interview him in person. Before the conversation begins.
Did they move the knife? Hold up. See, I don't be believing the dog shit, bro. I'm sorry. Like, I think those are the murder weapons for sure, but I don't be believing the dogs, bro. Because look, did they move it first? He picked this knife, and then the other dog picked this knife. So did they rearrange them when they brought the dogs in?
That, they bring in a cadaver dog and walk it past the knives. The dog alerts on the hunting knife.
See, look, boom, right there.
Then they bring in a second cadaver dog and run the same test again.
Look, that knife was right here. But it's all blurred, so you can't tell. And now the dog's gonna alert on this one down in the corner.
And once again, the dog alerts on that same hunting knife. Cadaver dogs are trained to detect the scent of human remains. With all of this evidence in hand, officers ask Juan to come to the Hermiston Police Department so they can interview him in person. Before the conversation begins, they ask for permission to access the data on his phone, and Juan agrees without any resistance. They also ask him to voluntarily provide a mouth swab for a DNA sample, and he agrees to that as well. Then detectives begin questioning him about the night Yanira disappeared.
She thought I was out of town, because I was telling her that I was out of town, but I was just trying to like get her jealous by making it seem like I was on vacation and stuff. But then I was just like, I was just telling her, hey, look, I flew out to come see you. Just, you know, I was already gonna surprise her. I was just waiting to, well, I was gonna let her do her thing first, you know, because she told me she was gonna go out drinking.
Juan says he had planned to surprise Yanira for her birthday after she was done hanging out with her friends. That's when he says he saw Anna and Yanira arguing over who was going to drive because Yanira was very drunk. After that, Juan says he tried to take Yanira home. Now Juan adds a completely new detail to the case.
And then we went back to her house. She opened up the door and everything like that. We were walking over there. We were hugging while we were walking over there, you know, holding hands and stuff like that. And then she kept telling me, I can't believe you came to see me, you know, like stuff like she was pretty happy. And we went to her apartment and she started crying again. We were kissing, she was crying, she was hugging me and told me she was glad I was there, but then she was still sad about the whole Anna, just going off on Anna, saying like she was a bitch, like stuff like that, you know, like just talking major crap about Anna.
He admits that he and Yanira were not just lying next to each other that night. According to him, they kissed and had physical intimacy. Juan later claims he didn't want to bring up his sexual relationship with Yanira during the first phone call, but decided to tell detectives during the in-person interview. But from the police perspective, that explanation still matters, because in the first call, his story was much lighter. At first, he said he only drove Yanira home, watched her go into her apartment, and never went inside. Then when he was questioned again, he admitted he did go inside.
So bro stabbed her, then did some weird shit to her. They didn't have consensual intercourse, bro. Bro probably did something to her after she was stabbed up already, after the fight.
And only laid next to her,
allegedly,
because she was crying. So even before the sexual part came up, Juan's story had already started changing step by step.
Well, let's jump back to, you drove her back to the apartment. You're in the apartment. You said you guys did have sex.
Yes.
Go from there. What happened after that?
That's when we were laying down, and then we were talking about our relationship, everything we've been through, but she was still pretty drunk, so she was talking about that she wants to go get her card. She kept talking about her debit card because she left that pop-up. So I was like, well, let's go get it then. So I was like, okay, well, let's go, we'll get it. So I remember I went to the bathroom and I was getting dressed, but then she goes, I don't know where she switched up. She goes, no, I'm gonna go get it. She goes, I don't need you to come with me. And I was like, why? Told me, no, because you don't care about me, this and that. I was like, whoa. I was like, where did this come from? Like, I was like, we just literally were just laying down being good. And she was telling me that, going back to the Anna thing, talking about how Anna, she goes, oh, that tried to call me. And she showed me the call log where Anna called her. And then she goes, that, I want her to beg to me, this and that. And I remember I was trying to calm her down, and I hugged her, and she was hugging me, but she was still going off about Anna, and then about her debit card too, that she wanted to go back.
The argument between Johnny and Yanira starts to grow. They begin talking about their relationship and the jealousy that had been building between them. Yanira wanted to leave the apartment by herself and go back to the casino, and Juan claims she also brought up her fight with Anna again. Then Yanira asks Juan a question that catches him completely off guard.
She goes, oh, that's another thing I want to tell you. She goes, I missed my period because she's supposed to get it at the beginning of the month. And I was like, maybe you're just late. You've always been like that. Your period's always been weird. And then she goes, no. She goes, I could be pregnant. And she goes, what would you do if I was pregnant? I was like, well then, what would you want to do? I was like, and she goes, I wouldn't want it if you'd be in my life. I was like, because we would talk about trying to have a baby. Like, she would even say that too. Like, she would want one. And then we'd come to her conclusion, we're like, no, we don't want one. And then we just back and forth with that.
If she was pregnant, would it be yours? Or would there be any
No,
reason to be someone else's.
Nah, like I said, I mean, if she was doing stuff behind my back, then. But most of the time, we're always on the phone calls, talking for like hours. So I doubt, but maybe, but I don't think she was that cold like that. She was a good person. Like I wouldn't even say like something like that,
Whether all of these conversations actually happened, or whether they were...
I will say Juan's a little different than our typical murderer on this show. Most of the times the murderer tries to, what's the word I'm looking for? Slander the victim's character. Like, I thought he was going to be like, yeah, man, I didn't know if it was mine because she talks to hella guys, but I love her still. I thought he was going to say that. But basically, he was like, no, she's a good girl. I don't think she would cheat. Even if we was broke up, I don't think she was sleeping with other people. So that is a little different, but I think bro's guilty as sin, man.
Just made up in the mind of a sick killer is something we'll find out soon. But there is another detail that catches the detective's attention. When Juan talks about Yanira, he starts using past tense instead of present tense.
I didn't catch that. He did. She was a good person. Up until this point, she's just missing. Nobody knows she's dead. And he said she was a good person, like she's no longer here. Bro just caught himself up. Big time.
She was a good person. Like I wouldn't even say like something like that,
Just how did you get home? Did you make any stops on the way home?
Not at all. Going straight home.
None at all?
Not at all.
Okay.
Went straight home. I was pretty tired myself. So.
What route do you take to go home then?
Detectives then ask him about his drive back from Yanira's apartment, which route he took, and whether he stopped anywhere along the way. But Juan claims he drove straight home. He completely leaves out the gas station stop.
Every time when I go to Hermiston, I just take the freeway all the way to my sister's. I literally just go straight to my sister's.
Now detectives ask Juan what he thinks happened to Yanira after he left their apartment.
I assume maybe she left in her car.
Lanola, thank you for the gold coin. Appreciate the love.
After everything that when she went missing. But you guys said her car was there?
So I don't know.
Oh, no, okay, so...
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, so... I always, like, I don't know, man, maybe she... That's what I was thinking. I don't have no idea. I thought maybe she walked to Anna's house, but then obviously if Anna hasn't seen her, like, I don't know, I was just thinking different possibilities, like, scenarios, but I don't know, every one of them could be a stretch. Because I'm just saying, like, dude, what the like, she's not the type. If she was there at the house, then she wouldn't go nowhere. And the only stuff,
or she post something, right? Or she'd say
yeah.
Right?
And she'll get a hold of me by now. Like, she would have messaged me already.
Right. And that's what the family
did. She's, like I said, she always comes back and messages me. Like, she would, like, even if she's pissed off, the next day she goes, oh, I'm sorry, whatever, And I still haven't, like, that's what I'm saying, I haven't got nothing. I even tried to message her earlier, nothing.
Do you think Yanira's dead?
I hope not. I don't think that at all. But I was worried about that.
After the interview, officers get Juan's consent to search his house and car again. But this time, the search only makes things worse for him. Inside the car, the officers find a small stain on the carpet cover over the spare tire area. They take a wet swab from the stain. On that same carpet cover, they also find a black hair strand. Both items are sent out for DNA testing.
Bro didn't clean that trunk as good as he thought he did. He put her in the trunk so he killed her in the apartment, stuffed her in the trunk, and then drove to wherever he dumped her.
At this point, the evidence against Juan is slowly getting stronger, but police still have one major problem. Yanira hasn't been found. And without Yanira or her body, they still don't have enough to arrest Juan for murder. Around the same time, police send the phone data and numbers for both Juan and Yanira to the FBI, hoping they can get a more accurate picture of where both phones had been. The FBI later tells the lead officer that Juan's story only seems to line up until the moment he met Yanira near Petco. After that, the locations he gave police do not match the tower data. According to that timeline, both phones were near Petco around 11:53 p.m. Then, from around 11:57 p.m. until 5:49 the next morning, both phones stayed in the area of Heron Creek Apartments, Yanira's apartment complex. After that, both phones moved towards the sand dunes, then returned to Heron Creek, before moving again toward I-90, Blue Heron Park, and the Chevron near Pritchard Road.
So did he keep her phone afterwards? What the fuck was he doing?
After that, Juan's phone continued toward Oregon, and at some point along the way, it appeared to go dark. But the most important detail was this. The FBI said Juan's phone and Yanira's phone intersected around the sand dunes and Blue Heron Park. In other words, both phones were likely in those same areas at the same time. And if Yanira had been killed and left somewhere, those two places could be possible locations. These pings proved that Juan's story after Petco was a lie, because according to the phone data, Juan and Yanira's phones had been moving together for hours. The next day, police immediately searched the sand dunes and Blue Heron Park areas where the two phones had intersected. Over the next few days, officers also used
He probably broke both phones and got a new phone himself.
cadaver dogs to search the area, but they still don't find any sign of Yanira or any evidence worth focusing on. In the end, it will be one officer's decision to keep pushing on those phone pings that finally breaks the case open. But for now, they don't stop. They keep looking for supporting evidence or a motive that can bring them closer to pinning this on Juan. So they start going through the people around Yanira and the witnesses who were there with her on the night of her birthday. The first person they speak with is the man seen on the casino surveillance footage walking out with Anna and Yanira. His name is Martin Escobedo, one of Yanira's friends.
But it's her birthday, you know? And they started drinking again. Drinking and freaking shots, mixed drinks, everything. At around midnight, we decided to go. Anna wanted to drive, and I got up, you know, I was like, hey, you can't drive, I'll take you home, whatever, I can drive. They started arguing. So I freaking saw Janita run away, like ran. That's the last time I remember seeing her.
So Martin never crossed paths with Juan that night. In fact, he had never even met Juan before.
Do you know her ex? I don't know. I know his name is Johnny, but from Anna. That's all I know. That I don't even know his last name. Javier. Javier Perez.
Yeah. I wanted to call you Luis. I knew that wasn't right.
No.
Another person police speak with is Javier Hinojosa. He is the same man who later called Yanira while she was in the car, leading to a verbal confrontation with Juan. Javier knew the whole group, but the person who stood out to him that night was a man named Alex. To Javier, Alex seemed like Yanira's new boyfriend.
Martin and Yanira and Anna, they're like, hey, come to Papa's. I was like, hey, I can't, you know, I'm working. And they're like, oh, okay, that's fine. Martin and Alex, I think that's the other guy's name.
Okay.
Her friend or boyfriend. I don't know who that was.
Whose boyfriend?
I think Yanira's. Yeah. Or I don't know if they were boyfriends. And then I called them. I was like, hey, I'm like, where you guys at? She's like, oh, well, can you come pick me up? So when I was at Walmart, I was like, hey, where you at? She's like, oh, I'm fine. Like, someone already picked me up. Hey, I'm fine. Like, don't worry about it. He's like, are you still fucking talking to him? Like, all rude. And I was like, sí, anda con Alex. Pretty sure that when she gets super drunk, she talks to him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Now, everything slowly starts to make sense. Johnny may have found out about Yanira's new boyfriend at the party, and when he saw Javier calling her phone, he may have assumed Javier was that guy. That could explain the non-stop phone calls. It could also explain why he drove all the way from Hermiston that night just to see Yanira. But Yanira was at the bar celebrating her birthday, and several guys had been buying her drinks. And apparently Alex wasn't the only one who had a crush on her.
But the one who was really interested was Martin. As you can see, he has a hard time talking to girls, so they're the only ones that... But I see him as a friend because, you know, I'm obviously married. Okay, de vez en cuando, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Anna explains that her fight with Yanira didn't actually start in the parking lot over who was going to drive.
See, yeah, it seems like bro was friends with the dudes who knew these chicks, and then they all became like common friends, you know, like on super fit, like a surface level. But he was still worried about the group because he knew they were drunk as fuck.
According to her, it started earlier, inside the restroom. Johnny had been on the phone with Yanira, and Anna took the phone from her, trying to get him to stop bothering her, but that only made Yanira furious. Anna and Johnny had never gotten along. Johnny believed Anna and Yanira were more than just friends and that they may be having a sexual relationship with each other.
God damn, Johnny, you accusing her of giving the box to everybody she knows. That, like, you just insecure at that point, bro. He definitely did this shit.
She kind of sounded a bit frantic.
You think she
I
wanted
think more
to
like
be-
trying to explain why she was at Papa's or why she was with me. She told me that he had mentioned a couple of times, actually a lot of times, that he didn't like me, that he doesn't like us hanging out, that he even thought at one point that me and her had like a sexual relationship, as in like that I liked her and she liked me, because he said that I was putting things into her head, telling her, just telling her things. I mean, of course, she was my friend, and I saw everything he did, so I told him.
Now, sadly, all Anna was left with was the memory of the fight she had with Yanira that night. But a few days later, new forensic results confirmed what everyone feared. The small stain found in the trunk of Juan's car, along with the black hair strand, came back as an 80% match to Yanira's DNA. And then investigators recovered something from Juan's phone that became one of the most disturbing parts of the entire case: deleted photos. And because of how graphic and disturbing these photos were, I can't go into every detail here. But according to the report, the photos had been taken from Juan's phone during the same period he was inside Yanira's apartment. The first photo was taken just after midnight, only about 7 minutes after they got to the apartment. In that image, Yanira was seen undressed, facing the camera and on her knees. According to the officer, the expression on her face appeared either scared or angry. But a few hours later, the photos became much darker. Yanira was seen on the floor. Her eyes appeared closed or partly closed. There were visible signs of bruising on her face, and in several images, she appeared completely unresponsive. The most important part for investigators was that several of the later
The fuck, bro took pictures of this shit and then deleted it?
photos were sexual in nature. But based on how Yanira appeared in those images, police believed she was not in a condition where she could knowingly participate or give consent. I won't describe the graphic details, but the report describes multiple photos where Juan appears to be performing sexual acts while Yanira is motionless and unresponsive.
Were they videos? Was there videos? Is he saying photos, but he means videos too? Damn, bro took pictures of this shit while he was doing it, and then he's sitting here talking in the police office like he's some normal guy, bro. That's real. Bro, this is a crazy world we live in.
All of the main photos were taken between around midnight and 3:48 in the morning, and that timing was critical, because according to the phone location timeline, both Juan's phone and Yanira's phone were at Yanira's apartment during that same window. Juan had also admitted that he was inside the apartment with Yanira and had been intimate with her. The photos were later sent to a pathologist, but the pathologist said they could not say with courtroom-level certainty whether Yanira was alive or deceased in those images. Still, the lead officer wrote in the report that whether Yanira was alive or deceased at the time, one thing was clear. She did not appear to be in a condition where she could consent or knowingly take part in those activities. Those photos later became a major part of the probable cause statement used to get an arrest warrant for Juan.
Well, Mark, today Moses Lake police told the family they believe Cedillos was murdered in her apartment just hours after celebrating her 30th birthday here in Moses Lake at a casino with some friends.
We're still awaiting the results of search warrants and electronic data analysis that may narrow the search or give us new areas to search.
Now everything was clear. Yanira's killer had been identified. Juan, a man with a history of violence, obsession, and control, simply couldn't handle what happened that night. He kept calling Yanira again and again and again, even though she refused to answer. And on top of that, he was the only
Hey, what up, Crafty? Welcome to the chat, baby.
person who hadn't been invited to her birthday celebration. For Juan, that must have felt unbearable. After he took Yanira back to her apartment, the tension between them grew. At some point, he lost control. Juan had lost control over Yanira in real life, so he tried to take that control back in the most horrifying way possible, by killing her, and then taking those disturbing photos of her. After that, he gathered the evidence inside the apartment, packed it into plastic bags, and carried it out to his car along with Yanira's lifeless body. Then, during the missing hours before he finally returned home around noon, he got rid of everything. But the case was still missing one major piece: Yanira's body. Before officers arrested Juan for murder, they came up with a plan. Because once he was in custody, there was a chance he would stop cooperating completely, making it even harder for police to find Yanira. So this was the plan. They called Juan and told him if he wanted to cooperate, he could voluntarily come to the police station and take a polygraph test. But that's where the real police work began. The main plan was for officers from MLPD and several assisting agencies to go to Hermiston early in the morning, set up surveillance around Juan's home, and then follow him from a distance once he started driving towards Moses Lake. The goal wasn't just to see whether he would show up. The bigger goal was to see which route he would take. Detectives believed that if Juan drove from Hermiston to Moses Lake, he might naturally take a route that brought him closer to the place where he dumped Yanira. According to the report, that was the entire point of the tactic. If Juan chose a route on his way to the polygraph that could lead them toward Yanira's dump site, officers would be right behind him. But the operation failed. Juan never came to Moses Lake. The surveillance units watched him leave his house that morning and go to a local elementary school. Juan had children, and he had previously told police that the children's grandmother was supposed to pick them up so he could make the trip to Moses Lake. But then Juan called police and said he was having trouble finding someone to pick up the kids from school. Later, he called again and said that because he couldn't find anyone, he was no longer coming to Moses Lake. The surveillance units confirmed that too. They watched Juan pick up his children from school and return home. That same morning, while the operation was still happening, police prepared a probable cause statement for second-degree murder and second-degree rape. A judge then issued an arrest warrant for Juan. The plan was that if Juan came to Moses Lake as scheduled, he would be arrested there after the polygraph. But because he never showed up, that part of the plan couldn't happen. Then, around 3 p.m., Hermiston police contacted Moses Lake investigators and told them Juan had been arrested in Hermiston for a driving offense. His car had also been impounded. After that, officers from Moses Lake drove to Hermiston to speak with Juan.
Maybe I would want a lawyer.
Huh?
Maybe I would want a lawyer.
You want a lawyer?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
You know, because I feel kind of like it's set up right now.
But Juan asked for an attorney. Before they left,
that ain't gonna help him.
Officers informed him that he also had warrants for second-degree murder and second-degree rape.
My thing is, why is it second degree? Shouldn't this shit be first degree? This shit was for sure premeditated. Bro was screaming at her, yelling at her all night. Like,
weeks passed, and Yanira's body was still missing. On May 12th, police contacted a tech agency called LexisNexis. Using an advanced program, they mapped the movement of Juan's phone from the morning of March 4th. And finally, they found one location where Juan's phone appeared to stay still for a long period of time. An old access road near Wayula Junction, east of Pasco. The officer who prepared that analysis was so...
I bet you that's where they found her.
So confident this time that he didn't even wait until morning.
Here,
That's a body.
That's a body. That's a fucking body. Stop. Yeah, that looks like a body to me. That's a female. That's her fingernails.
That's her fingernails. Yeah.
Forensic analysis later confirmed the identity. It was Yanira Cedillos. After years of delays, the case finally moved forward. And in March of 2026, nearly 4 years after Yanira disappeared, Juan entered a guilty plea in Grant County Superior Court to second-degree murder with sexual motivation. He now faces the possibility of spending the rest of his life in prison. But no sentence can ever undo what happened. Yanira was a mother, a daughter, a sister, and a friend. Her voice was taken from her, but her memory will live on forever with the people who loved her and with everyone who hears her story.
The youngest one, she has a disability, and we thought she wouldn't understand. She cries and she prays for Yanira, and she tells God to feed her, to keep her warm, to please bring her back.
That was an interesting case.
Do you remember buying bullets on Monday?
I don't know. So
I like the way Sinister and be doing his graphics, bro. Like I really like the way they do the little like the evidence files and shit like that. Always looks good. Always looks good. Boom, 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 boom. Our next case is 3 killers share 1 brain cell. This is coming from Crime Spree.
Do you remember buying bullets on Monday?
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Well, here's the problem we have, okay?
Yeah.
We have a warrant for your arrest.
For my arrest?
Yes.
For what?
This is Anthony Simmons, together with his dumb crew, Sierra Johnson and Timothy Dancy. These 3 are responsible for plotting and killing their friend Delshawn Hurd in broad daylight. And somehow, with their combined singular brain cell, they think they're going home.
I'm not lying to you. Like, honestly, I really did not shoot.
You really did not shoot. You have surveillance video.
Okay, well, I'm not understanding what's going on with that.
Now each suspect will do anything to save themselves, even if it means throwing each other under the bus.
What I will tell you is this, is that your good friend, Timothy Dancy, he put every single thing on you.
On November 16, 2015, at around 12:30 a.m., the quiet of a Cleveland neighborhood was shattered when rapid gunfire erupted outside a duplex on East 149th Street. Witnesses on the street watched in horror as a man sprinted toward a white getaway car, leaving 36-year-old Delshawn Hurd shot nearly 20 times inside the vehicle.
They was making sure he was dead. Danola, thanks for stopping by. I hope you feel better. But yeah, bro, 20 shots. God damn, that was a little excessive, right?
Sean was a talented local tattoo artist and an empathetic son who lived right downstairs from his mother. But as his mother looked down at the horrifying scene from her upstairs window, investigators realized that Delshawn had walked into a trap. Bullet casings and phone records quickly pointed detectives toward a trio of close friends. 25-year-old Anthony Simmons, his 25-year-old girlfriend, Sierra Johnson, and their 20-year-old accomplice, Timothy Dancy III. But this would turn out to be one of the dumbest crews ever seen in an interrogation room, as they all walked in completely unplanned, each holding entirely different cards to play.
All right, you reached out to me a little bit ago.
Yes, sir.
What was your reason for calling us?
I tried to get my car out the impound because it was stolen. I made a report it was stolen Wednesday. And
This is your report?
Yes, sir. And
what kind of car do you have?
A Kia Forte.
Okay. So on Wednesday you reported your car stolen?
Yes.
Okay.
So it was in there for the whole full day. Then I called the next day and they told me it was like $244 and some change. And I'm like, well, my car got stolen, so I ain't paying for it. So boom, they told me to go get the report. I do the whole one around, come down here. I was just down here, got the report.
So you're claiming you don't know who had your car?
No, I don't know who had my car.
Who had your car when it was stolen?
No, I don't know who had my car.
So you were the last person that had it?
We had like 4 or 5 people, like friends over and shit.
Okay.
And I woke up, my girl like, where your car? I'm like, my car outside.
That right there was the made-up story Anthony and his girlfriend had carefully curated as the perfect alibi. Knowing his car tied him to the crime, suddenly the car was stolen. But as ridiculous as it sounded, Anthony had no idea detectives were already 5 steps ahead of him.
Where do you live?
Kansas. Yes, sir.
And you live?
So bro said somebody stole his car to kill his friend. Like, what? You know what the fucking chances of that happening is?
There with your girlfriend?
Yeah, Sierra Johnson.
Sierra Johnson?
Yes, sir.
And the car lists to you, correct?
Yes.
It's a white Kia.
It's in my name, yes.
Okay.
Well, I got a co-signer too. My girl mom co-signed on this one. All right. Jerry Simmons. So I have a co-signer. My girl and mother co-signed for the car for me.
All right. And this all happened on Wednesday, correct?
Yes.
All right. And then we got it that night?
Yes.
We got it before you reported stolen?
Yes.
Okay. How did you find out? Well, when did you find out it was stolen? I read the report a little bit. Your mom seen someone driving?
Yeah, my mom said, because my car in the front, the grill's messed up. Yes, that's her right there.
That's your girlfriend?
Yes. So she like, I seen somebody flying down the street in your car, a light-skinned nigga. I'm like, a light-skinned nigga? I'm like, no, my car outside, because she called my girl first. And I smoke weed and shit, so I was in her high. She woke me up. My mama like, who the fuck got your car? I'm like, ain't nobody got my car outside. I mean, my girl got the exact same car, hers silver with the black tint. We got them like 6 months apart. So I'm like, shit, I go outside, I'm like, damn, my car missing. I call the police instantly. Get to calling everybody who was over there.
Who was over there before?
It wasn't nobody over there but Rail and Chuck.
What's Rail's real name?
I don't know, they be on my street all the time though. Like, you can catch them on the street all the time though. Like, feel me, we be matching blunts and shit, you know, just in the house chilling. So I told my girl, like, check your person shit. It wasn't.
Bro, why they always be like, I smoke weed and shit? I was just rolling up. I was just passing blunts. Like, why do they always say some shit about weed, bro? Don't nobody care if you smoke weed or not. That is not prevalent to the fucking matter right here.
Nothing missing but my keys though. You feel me? And my ID, Social Security, my work uniform, all that shit on my car, like everything.
This is the moment he would realize he's not as smart as he thought.
Well, here's the problem we have, okay?
Yeah.
We have a warrant for your arrest.
For my arrest?
Yes.
For what?
For ag murder.
How is that possible?
Well, I'm going to explain that to you. So what we're going to do is advise you of your rights first. That white Kia,
yes,
that car belongs to you.
Yes.
And you're saying you are the only one that ever drives it?
No. I mean, I drive my car. I drive my car all the time. Yeah, it's mine. Shit.
It's yours? All right. We have that car right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a 2015 Kia with the plate?
No.
Is there anything in that vehicle that you shouldn't have?
No.
Do you have a problem with us going through that vehicle and looking at it? All right. It is the Kia, and that's the plate. Is there going to be anything in that vehicle?
No.
No?
No. I'm not ready for that.
All right. That vehicle was used in a homicide. And we believe that there is going to be evidence inside of it. Do you have a problem giving us your DNA?
No, I can give you my DNA.
Okay. Do you know this person?
Yeah, I know him.
Do you know that he was killed recently?
Yeah.
When did you find out about that?
A couple days ago.
What's a couple days?
Well, I think you can use either or word. Yeah, relevant or prevalent. Prevalent would mean effective, productive, particularly the results desired. So what I'm saying is him saying that isn't gonna fucking throw them off. But yeah, you could use relevant as well.
Actually, no, I know his brother.
You know his brother?
Yeah, Dwayne Howard.
Okay, so you're friends with them?
Yes.
All right. And today is Friday. So when did you find out that Delshawn got killed?
Like him saying that is not beneficial to himself. Like it don't help his story. You get what I'm saying?
Tuesday.
On Tuesday? How did you find out?
They called my girl actually.
Yo, what up, Nick?
Who did?
Dwayne Howard.
And that's his brother?
Yes. They not blood brothers, but you know how they call each other brothers.
What did they tell you happened?
That he had got murdered. And we all came over there because we all hang at our grandmother's house. We smoked some weed, some shit. And we just chilling. His funeral actually like sometime this week.
They had a vigil for him the other night?
I wouldn't know nothing about that.
You weren't at it?
No.
Because the family called and said you were there.
No.
What's his name? Who's the activist that was there talking for him?
I don't know.
Okay, so you wasn't there a couple nights ago when they had it?
I can guarantee you I wasn't there.
Okay.
I was at home.
All right. So what'd you do on Sunday?
Shit, sat in the house, smoked weed, chill.
Okay. You were there all day?
Yes.
What'd you do that night?
That night, me and my girl and her sister Kimara, we sat up all night. She a Kent student, but she like waiting. Her rent that got took, so you know we was over there. She telling us how she about to get evicted. We were just smoking weed all night.
And that's Sunday night?
That's it.
Okay. What'd you do on Monday morning?
Should probably stay in the house.
Okay.
Anthony's confidence needs to be studied. This is someone who murdered a person in broad daylight. Now the detectives would confront him about one of his fellow accomplices, and he would mistakenly say something he never should have said. We'll soon find out why.
Do you know a guy by the name of Timothy Dancy?
No. No, I don't know him.
You don't know him? Okay. Can I just be frank with you? The best thing to do in situations like this is to be honest with this about everything, including who you know. Okay? So you don't know Timothy Dancy.
No.
So on Monday you were never with Timothy Dancy.
No.
Okay. Did you go anywhere that afternoon? Go shopping, to the mall?
No.
Are you familiar with a store out in Bedford called Walmart?
Yes.
Okay. Were you at Walmart at all on Monday?
No.
Not at all. At around 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
I went to Walmart to get some rice. I got some rice and some butter.
On Monday?
Here's a little known fact. When a homicide occurs, and somebody goes out and buys ammunition that matches that, they call the police. And I have you on videotape buying the exact ammunition that Mr. Hurd.
You bought 45 and 9mm bullets that day.
38, and you're standing right next to
So
him.
why are you not being honest about that? I just got done telling you.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Okay, so what you're saying is that you standing at the cash register buying bullets, that the time on the video must be mistaken. The Walmart's.
That's not what I said. I said I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Do you remember buying bullets on Monday?
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Okay.
I'm done talking. Period.
Okay.
Done talking. Period.
Okay. So you don't know Timothy Dancy?
Just cover me, take me to the county, man.
Oh, you're not going to the county, you're going to the city.
Anthony Simmons is a convicted felon with a prior trafficking conviction on his record, meaning he was legally prohibited from possessing any firearm. But since he wanted to play tough, detectives put him away and went straight for Sierra. Separating them meant Anthony couldn't tip her, and detectives knew exactly how to use that.
All right, it is Sierra, right?
Sierra.
I just want to know why they killed their friend, bro. Like, what was the motive?
Sierra Johnson?
Yes.
Okay. And who you live there with?
My fiance.
And what's his name?
Anthony Simmons. Yes.
That's Anthony?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How long you guys been together?
Bro went to Walmart to buy the murder ammunition. Like, there's a receipt. There's first there's a license plate reader that's gonna put you in the parking lot. There's a surveillance camera that catches you walking in. There's a surveillance camera that watches you purchase the fucking transaction, make the transaction. And then there's a receipt that documents all the things you fucking purchased. They really thought they came up with the perfect murder, bro. They thought they was getting away with this shit. My car stolen. I don't know who did it. Hey, what up, Brandon? Welcome to the chat. Anna, how's it going, Anna Long? Welcome to the chat.
November 29th of this year, make 4 years.
4 years. You guys have any kids together?
No.
Okay. Anyone else live there with you?
No.
You guys live in the upstairs or downstairs?
Up.
Okay. All right. Anthony, well, you currently own a Kia, 2015 Kia?
Yes.
The silver?
Yes.
And he owns a white one?
Yes.
Which we have, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right, we spoke with Anthony yesterday, and you do know he's in jail, correct?
Yes.
All right, and there was an issue that came up with his vehicle. Are you aware of that?
I'm hearing that yesterday when we were looking for it to get it out the impound, I'm hearing that it popped up in homicide.
Okay.
Yeah, Nick, go check out our videos on the channels about it. We got a lot of videos on the channel about it. Just we haven't done much live streaming about it, but all our recent video uploads, I think, have been about Charlie Kirk. We'll probably do an update on Monday.
Investigation.
All right, that was the first time you heard of it? Okay, well, that's not making sense to me.
No, what I'm saying is Wednesday, when he found out, when he reported the car stolen, and then yesterday was Friday, that's when he found out it was a homicide. I was with him all day yesterday because I didn't go to work because I ended up running out of gas.
See, that's how I know y'all don't watch our video uploads, guys, and that breaks my heart. That breaks my heart that y'all only watch the live streams, man. Because if y'all really started watching our video uploads on the channel or all the content that we had on the channel, we might be doing bigger numbers. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Like, the channel would grow a lot faster. And we wouldn't be so dependent on the live stream numbers. So if you really fuck with the channel and you really like us like that, please, please watch our shorts and watch our video uploads, man. We got some good stuff over there. Y'all not fucking with it, bro. It's crazy.
And my car was stuck on 153rd and Harvard.
Okay. Well, did you guys, he already told us you guys knew Wednesday that we had the car.
No. I didn't know anything about you guys having the car on Wednesday.
He never talked to you about it?
No.
Okay.
He just told me that the car was stolen.
Okay. Were you with him that night when the car got stolen?
Wednesday, yes.
Okay. And what happened? How did you guys find out?
His mom called and said that there was like a high-speed chase or something like that. And she was like, it looked like his car because the front of his car is smashed in. She was like, it looks like his car. So I called him, and then he told me later on that night, he was like, well, somebody stole it. And he said he reported it stolen. I guess the police came to the house, but when they came, I was asleep because I had to go to work the next morning. Because I have to be at work at 7 in the morning. I work from 7 to 3:30 out in Twinsburg at a place called Davco Fastener Company.
Look at Sierra yapping away. Who knows how many times she practiced that in the mirror, especially after Timothy messaged her, "They got me. I love you." And little does Sierra realize the next question the detective's about to ask her is a trap.
Are you pretty familiar with all his friends?
Some of them. I know he doesn't have a lot of friends.
Okay. Do you know his friend Tim?
Yes, I know Tim.
Okay. How long has he and Tim been friends?
To be honest, I'm really not sure. I know he met him through someone else.
Okay. Do you know if he let Tim use the car that Wednesday night?
I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure because Wednesday I don't get off till 3:30, and when I got home around 4 o'clock, he wasn't there. When I talked to Anthony, he told me he was at his mom's house.
Okay. Could you explain to us why Anthony would tell us that he's never seen that guy before in his life?
I'm not sure.
He said he's never met him, never seen him, never recognized him.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I know that he met him through someone else, so I'm not sure if him and him were close friends or if they were some like acquaintances. I'm
well,
not
he's
sure.
been to your house before.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's close enough to where he would come to your house.
Yeah, but I know they haven't been hanging for a long time.
Okay.
Like I said, he met him through a guy named Bam.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. This past Sunday.
Yeah.
She's trying to distance their relationship with this guy as like a family friend, but it's evident that like he's their friend. And I think the narrator said that the victim texted somebody, "They got me."
Yes.
What did you guys do this past Sunday? Did
This
you
past
work?
Sunday, no, I don't work on the weekends. I work Monday through Friday. This Sunday, woke up, smoked a couple blunts, went to my mom's house, washed clothes. I was back and forth to my grandma's house with my sister. I wasn't with Anthony on Sunday, like during the day.
Right.
I wasn't with him till the nighttime. I sat in front of my grandma's house for like probably 2 or 3 hours, smoking with my friend and my sister, and then I came home.
Smoking weed or just
smoking weed? I smoke weed, yeah. Smoking weed. I smoke cigarettes too. I went home around like 9 something. Anthony texted me and he asked me, he was like, "What do you want to eat?" He was like, "Cause I'm coming home in a minute." I said I wanted Chinese food out of Leon Harbor Plaza from Fusheng. He was like, "Okay, call and order it." I was like, "Okay." I called, I guess Fusheng. And then I came home.
Smoking weed or just
smoking weed? I smoke weed.
Every time, bro. Why they like every fucking time these criminals be like, "Yeah, I was just smoking some weed." Like, do they think that shit is cool? Like, you do that? Like, how is this relevant to the case, bro? How is it gonna be prevalent for them to say this shit? Like, I don't understand it. Like, I smoked weed. Actually, I haven't smoked weed in 8 days, man. So clap it up for me, bro. I think I'm good, bro. I haven't, like, after that first 4 or 5 days, you're good, guys. If you're trying to quit weed, after 4 or 5 days, you're good, bro. Like, you don't really have those same urges no more. But well, that's how it's been working out for me, actually. But yeah, bro, like, what you think? Like, every time they'd be like, "Yeah, I'll be rolling up trees. I was smoking some weed. Me and my sister was smoking weed." Like, how the fuck is that gonna benefit you? What's the point of that, putting that into your alibi? I just hate that because I think it makes weed smokers look bad, bro. And I know weed smokers aren't bad people. I was a weed smoker for like a fucking almost 2 decades.
Weed, smoking weed. I smoke cigarettes too. I went home around like 9 something. Anthony texted me and he asked me, he was like, "What do you want to eat?" He was like, "Cause I'm coming home in a minute." I said I wanted Chinese food out of Leon Harbor Plaza from Fusheng. He was like, okay, call and order it. I was like, okay. I called. I guess food chain closed at 9:30 on Sunday. So I texted him back. I was like, they're not open, because he had asked me how much their beef tips was, which he really meant their rib tips. I was like, I don't know, but they closed. He was like, well, what else you want to eat? I said, I want chicken and fries from the gas station. He said, okay. And within 15 minutes, he was there.
Okay. Then you guys stayed home all night? All right. What about Monday? Do you remember what you guys did Monday?
I wasn't there Monday. I worked Monday through Friday. So Monday morning, I got up and I went to work.
At what time?
7. Well, I get up at 6:30. I have to be there at 7.
What time did you get home?
Yeah, I don't know what the Ann Hen situation is. I'm not familiar with it. I'm sorry.
All depends on the traffic. I leave exactly out the door from work at 3:30. If I get on the freeway and try to beat the rush hour traffic, I could pull up in my driveway probably around 3:59, 4 o'clock.
Okay. When you got home, was Anthony there?
Monday?
No. Okay. Do you know where he had went?
No. From what I understand, he was probably looking for a job, because I know he has a lot of calls from integrity staff and Daystar staff and stuff like that, because he's having a hard time trying to find a job by him having a previous record.
Okay. Do you recall him going to the store, Walmart in Bedford?
No.
To buy, well, he claims he went to buy rice and butter.
I did tell him to get rice and butter because I was supposed to be cooking.
Okay.
And
Is
when
that
I
a
can't,
store he would typically go to in
Walmart?
Bedford?
Yeah, we always at Walmart.
In
Always
Bedford?
at Walmart. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
Well-
I guess so. He didn't tell me that he was going to Walmart, but I did tell him when I spoke to him earlier that day, I did tell him to get rice and butter because I was supposed to be cooking. And when I came home, it was butter in the refrigerator.
Okay.
One of the most unbelievable parts of this crime is that Sierra happens to be the cousin of the victim, Delshawn. If she and her boyfriend think they can lie to protect their relationship.
Damn, she set up her own cousin, bro. And she tried to act like she didn't know him, bro. That's your fucking cousin. That's evil, bro. Why? Again, what's the motive? You think they was trying to rob him? It seemed like they broke as hell. Maybe they was trying to rob, bro. They said he was a tattoo artist. I knew tattoo artists do pretty good for themselves.
Relationship and deny their accomplice, Timothy, they're dead wrong, as detectives are taking note of every constant back and forth in Sierra's shifting story. And if watching silly criminals like these get exposed is your thing, consider subscribing so we can keep bringing more stories like this your way.
What, do you recall him also buying bullets?
No.
Well, we have him on video buying bullets.
Oh, well, I don't know.
And he's supposedly bringing them to the house with you guys.
There's nothing at my house.
Okay.
And
so
I don't
you don't recall him buying bullets?
No.
Okay. Because we have the actual receipt. We have him standing in line buying the bullets, and he'd bring them back to your house. We know for a fact.
No, there's nothing at my house. You guys can come look if you want to. There's nothing at my house.
Okay. Have you ever seen Anthony with a gun before?
A long time ago, but not recently.
Okay. What kind of gun did he normally have?
I don't know. I've known him to have like a couple guns, but like I said, that was a long time ago because he's not even supposed to be around guns.
Okay. Are you familiar with this guy?
iPhone. Yeah, this is my cousin Sean.
Okay. When was the last time you talked to Sean?
I actually talked to Sean on Sunday because me and my sister and we were at home and we were.
Oh yeah, join Discord, Billy, and then you'll be able to contact me outside the stream. So you can send me some videos if you think it's an interesting case. I'll check it out.
Supposed to buy some weed, but my sister Kimara already had some weed. I called him, I said, where you at? That's how I always on. I'll never be like, Sean, where you at? Anything. I'm like, where you at? He was like, I'm coming up Kinsman. I was like, okay, well, I'm about to come get some weed from you. And he was like, okay, and that was it. But I didn't call Sean off my cell phone. I called him off my house phone because my cell
What
phone
time was that
dead. Probably around 10 something, 11 something that night.
So 10, 11 o'clock on Sunday night.
Yep. But I never left to go get it.
Hold on. Remember what I told you yesterday?
What?
About being honest with us?
I am being honest.
Please let me finish.
Okay.
Don't get yourself. Do you have any kids?
No.
Okay. And
I
how
told
old
you
are
that
you?
yesterday. I'm 23.
Okay.
I'll be 24
Don't
in February.
Don't fuck your
That's a rough 23. This bitch look 35 easy.
life up and sit here and lie for somebody else, okay? Because what I'm telling you is this. We already have witnesses to what Anthony had done. There's no getting around that. Okay? Please let me finish so that you don't sit here and make an ass of yourself.
I'm not making an ass.
We already know what Timothy and Anthony have done.
But what I'm telling you is you won't even let me finish saying what I'm saying. What I'm telling you is I called Sean for weed off of my house phone.
Mhm.
Nobody ever left. We stayed smoking all night.
What I'm
My
telling you is
sister-
this. We know for a fact he was there.
Okay, but what you're saying is you know for a fact that he was there. But what I'm saying is I have no clue that he was there if he was
Yeah, that sounds interesting, Bill. Just send it to me on Discord.
there or not.
Okay.
We were all at the house smoking. That's what I'm telling you.
So are you saying, did you go to your bedroom? And
No,
could he have left at some point?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I mean, when we were all sitting in the living room smoking, me and my sister and everybody was there. We sat on the couch the whole time smoking. Now, I'm not going to lie. It's possible we probably could have dozed off because we were hot, but I highly doubt it because, first of all, in my house, I have hardwood floors and my lock on my door is broken.
I'm telling you this. There is no around this.
Bro, this bitch look like a Ninja Turtle, bro. Talk about some, she 23. Shit, her face and head is shaped like motherfucking Raphael off the Ninja Turtles, bro. I'm not even joking.
We have several
I don't even know how her dude was hitting that, bro. That's gross.
Witnesses that have Anthony and his truck at your cousin's house when he was killed.
Well, I don't know anything about it. Like I said, we were at home smoking. That's all we do. We sit in the house.
I'm not denying that, because he even told us the same thing. You guys sat around smoking weed all day.
That's exactly what we did.
Thank you, Bill. Appreciate the sub, my guy.
Me and my sister. Like my sister, I called him for weed, and my sister was like, "Never mind, we're not gonna go get it. I already got it."
All right, well, let me back
And I
up.
said, "Okay."
Classic Romeo and Juliet. Sierra would rather rot in prison than expose her lover, but we cannot say the same for Timothy.
This is my partner, Detective Go.
Timothy, like, fuck that, bro. I'm not dickmatized. I'm snitching.
How you doing?
And you understand you still have the right to have an attorney present with you? Right now you're under arrest. You have the right to have an attorney present with you during any questioning. Anything you say can and will be used in the court of law against you. And if you can't afford an attorney, they're going to appoint one for
So I'm
you.
basically saying everything that I'm telling y'all gonna be used in court.
Yes. It's going to be used for you, or it's going to be used against you, Timothy. That's why I'm imploring you to tell the truth.
Yeah, this probably could be your last opportunity to talk to us. So it's what, and you being truthful is gonna help you when this goes to court. Because you got people deciding, and they're deciding if they like you and don't like you, if you're truthful, not truthful. So by not being honest, you're hurting yourself. And we're giving you an opportunity to tell us. You're telling us things we already know, but we want to be fair and give you an opportunity to tell us what happened.
You're giving me half-truths.
And the same people who decide your fate are going to decide your sentence. And you're a young guy, and you want that sentence to be, the least amount of years. So you got to put yourself. You got to look at the whole picture. When you go to court, do you want them to hear all this, and then they're going to see stuff that conflicts with it? Then it's going to make you look. It's not going to put you in a good light with them. But if you're honest right now and you had a day to think about it, this is what they're going to think about. Okay.
Hey, thank you for the star, Alice. Appreciate the love.
Yeah, first he held back, and then he opened up and told the truth. The same people are going to decide then, well, okay, since he did that, he did the right thing, maybe they'll feel more lenient with the time you're going to get. And you still have plenty of life ahead of you.
Man, I never shot them, man. The only thing I did was, when he shot him, the only thing I did was got in the car and pulled off. That was it.
Were you out of the car when?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Now, when he shot him, I wasn't in the car. I was out the car, yes.
Okay.
I know you were.
All right, listen. Forget about yesterday, because you're not locked into that. Just today, take us through what happened.
What's missing from this interrogation is that Timothy had already told detectives a day earlier that he had nothing to do with the murder of Delshon, placing only Anthony at the crime scene. But the detective wasn't buying any of that.
Are you going with the story you gave me yesterday? You're going to try to blow smoke up my ass and tell me you never shot a weapon?
No.
Are you ready to tell us what happened?
I told her yesterday what happened. Like, honestly, I really did not shoot.
You really did not shoot?
No, I keep telling you all that. Like, seriously.
You know we have surveillance video.
Okay.
Okay, so I know you're lying.
This is the same thing I told her yesterday. I gave him both of the guns. I gave him my gun. He had my gun in his hand. He shot. Came back to the car and got his gun and shot again. This we pulled off. I never got out the car and shot that man. I told y'all yesterday. I did not shoot at all.
That doesn't work. We canvassed the street. Every single person on that street told us there was 2 shooters. You're not going to be able to divorce yourself from what we know happened. What you need to think about is all these people live on this quiet street, and they're a little bit bent that you guys came over there and blew this guy away, and they're going to come in and tell the truth of what they saw.
They have no reason to lie.
Right. What do they have vested in this? We know there was 2 shooters. We know you both shot.
I didn't shoot. That's what I keep trying to tell her. I did not shoot. He had both of the guns and he shot both of the guns. I did not shoot.
Take us through, because both guns were fired. So what was the order that he fired the weapons?
I know what's fired. We pulled up. When we first pulled up, he got out of the car. He opened the passenger. He opened the passenger door. He had the 9 at first. He shot the 9. All the bullets were empty of the 9. And then once Sean ran in front of the car, that's when he ran back. That's when he ran back. That's when he ran back to the car and got the 4.5.
No.
Yes, it is.
That is not how it worked.
Yes, that is how it worked. I was outside the car the whole time. I never shot this man.
So where were you standing when this was going on?
This is the car back then. This is Sean. Dude right here. I was in the front of the driveway, in the middle of the street, right here. At the end of the driveway, right there. I never shot this man. I never shot him at all.
You're telling me he opened up the car door and he empties the 9?
Listen, Sean back then. Sean put the car in. Sean sitting there. We pull up. He about the car.
Was he expecting you guys?
Huh?
Was he expecting you guys?
No.
Okay. I didn't know if you guys were called and said you were going to buy or...
He about the car.
Nick, I think KFC original recipe is the best fast food chicken by far.
He get the 9 first, and the 4.5 was...
I think Chick-fil-A has the best chicken sandwich, and I think Popeyes has the best spicy chicken. I don't like KFC spicy chicken or extra crunchy. It's their original recipe that's the GOAT. But if you wanted a spicy fried chicken, go with Popeyes. If you want a chicken sandwich, go with Chick-fil-A.
Sitting on the floor. He get the 9, pick the 9 up, and he opened the car door. Sean passed the door and started shooting. As soon as he opened the door, he started shooting. That's when Sean hopped out the car and started running. But he got run away because the car door was open. So he crawled around the car, and the bullets was empty. So he ran back to the car and got the 4.5. And shot the 4.5. After that, I pulled off. That was it. I never shot this man. I'm not lying.
So who's driving when you pull up?
Yeah, and that's how they got 20 bullets into him. So bro used multiple guns. They were for sure making he was dead. This was a planned execution. These 3 people orchestrated this execution of the girlfriend's cousin.
Who was driving when we pull up? Tom was.
Mm-hmm.
I never got out and shot this man at all.
And who drives away?
Me. He said, "Bitch, that nigga drive." So I drove off. That was it. But I honestly, I never put a gun out and shot this man. I did not shoot him at all. And I'm not lying.
Well, I'll tell you the reason it doesn't really fit the evidence is because all the shells from the 9 are in front of the car. And the 4...
Bro, I would do fast food if I wasn't so damn broke, bro. That shit's so damn expensive. If you eat fast food, that shit'll keep you poor forever. Fuck the health concerns.
5 is by the side of the car.
That's why our slogan is, for cheaper than a cheeseburger. You can't even get a cheeseburger for $3 no more, man. For cheaper than a cheeseburger, you can support your favorite YouTube channel, man. You can support your favorite YouTube community and help us keep us going live every single day. So join that membership. It's only $2.99. Helps out the team. And thank you for your time. Back to the video.
When he first started shooting, the first gun he had was a 9mm.
Mm-hmm.
When he first opened the door up, all the 9 shells was fired, it was at least 10 shells in the car.
No, there's not.
It's not?
No.
Well, at least the first gun that was fired was 9.
Wesley, but Arby's don't got the best nothing, man. You crazy. I don't even know how Arby's is in business, bro. I never see nobody eating Arby's.
Outside the car.
And you know what's crazy is Arby's bought Subway. Like, I would think Subway had way more money than Arby's, but nah, Arby's bought Subway, I think, a few years ago. I don't know. Arby's is a money laundering scheme, bro, allegedly.
And inside the car. Once all the bullets got empty, out the 9mm, he came back at the 4.5. And when he shot all of them, that's when he pulled off. And that was it. Seriously, like, I never got out the car and shot him at all. I'm not lying. I did not shoot Sean. Not once, not twice. I never shot Sean at all. I did not. I didn't shoot him at all. I'm not lying to y'all. I'm telling y'all what I know.
Timothy is doing everything he could to save his own skin, but little does he know that aside from the overwhelming evidence against him, his own cousin Eric Turner did not hold back when detectives came knocking. He admitted everything to the police, stating that Anthony and Timothy burst into his apartment loudly boasting that they had just, quote, lit someone up.
So you're telling me that none of your DNA is going to be in that red sweatshirt? That Tone was wearing that?
No.
So bro didn't run back to the car and grab another gun to shoot him. These two gentlemen were shooting that guy at the same time, and I think the girl was the getaway driver.
What are you telling me?
My DNA is not gonna be on none of that sweatshirt. Y'all can go to my mother's house, Christine Peoples. That same sweater that I had on is hanging up in my room.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I do be buying those Arby's curly fries at Walmart sometimes. The frozen ones, they good as hell. So I already know the curly fries from Arby's is probably fire.
At my mother's house.
You just told me the red sweatshirt was in the car yesterday.
It's not in the car. Y'all can go. It is a red.
I feel like Arby's should be a cheap place, bro, but that shit's overpriced. I think that's the real reason people don't fuck with it that much. I remember my mom liked Arby's and when I was a kid, and me and my dad used to tease her that Arby's was gross and we wouldn't eat that shit. But it didn't look that bad. She used to like them ham and cheddar sandwiches.
Under Armour sweater. It's a plural hoodie. The same red hoodie. It's literally hanging up on my door. And the same gray jogger pants in the car. And the same Jordans I had on. The man who took on Wednesday.
Did you wash the hoodie after?
No. You could tell. You could tell the hoodie hasn't been washed. None of that. The hoodie is still sitting there, hanging up on my door.
You know what's a real criminal front, bro? Those mattress stores. Mattress stores are a criminal front, bro. There's like a mattress store on every block in every major city. But motherfuckers only buy a mattress like once every 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't even do that. Most people be having the same mattress their whole life. Like, crazy, right? They'll have the same mattress for their whole childhood and then one mattress for their adulthood. If, you know what I mean? That happens a lot.
What you need to be thinking about is...
I think I've had like 4 mattresses in my life. Yeah.
You got the murder weapon on you. You told me the clothes are in the vehicle.
The red sweater detectives were questioning Timothy about was confirmed by multiple neighbors who heard the gunfire on East 149th Street. They reported seeing a man in a distinct red sweater sprint away from Delshawn Hurd's vehicle and jump into the getaway car. Eric Turner also mentioned that Timothy was still wearing that exact red sweater, but Timothy claimed the sweater belonged to Anthony and was in Anthony's car, only that he has a replica.
I'm not lying.
Well, if that's going to exonerate you, then you probably ought to get it. Probably call your mother and tell her to get it to me.
How can I call if I don't have no phone? I can't use the phone.
I'll call your mother.
You got the number, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, y'all can go to the house and get the hoodie, whatever y'all want to do. That jacket is there. It's a red Under Armour jacket. It got a weight.
And the problem with that red Under Armour jacket is everybody says the guy in the red sweatshirt got out and finished him off.
Man, y'all can get that jacket run that jacket and everything. Y'all gonna see. There's no gunpowder on that jacket, residue, none of that. I never shot. That jacket has not been washed or nothing. The jacket's still there. Y'all can get that jacket and run everything on there. I haven't washed nothing.
Why'd you tell me yesterday that Tone was wearing the red sweater?
Because I was. Tone had on all gray.
Did you hear what I just asked you?
Yes, I know.
I said, why did you tell me yesterday?
I don't know, man. This is my first time going through this. I'm just...
Well, this is kind of a big deal. So. It's pretty, huh?
Or yeah, because personal.
Huh?
You were saying it's personal.
Yeah, I told you, this all started from him being in jail to him coming home. Even when he came home, his girl was still telling him stuff about Sean. Like Sean.
That's impossible, Thomas. There's nobody out there that has your back in politics, bro. And if they start out good guys, by the time they get to the Senate, they've already been tainted. There's no point in voting. There's no Democrat. There's no Republican. It's just the government versus the American people, bro. That's really how I feel, bro. You got to find yourself a steady gig and try to milk that stuff for as much money as you can to take care of your family. That's really what we should all be on. You know what I'm saying?
He was trying to talk to me and all that stuff. Like listen, she'd go over there about weed from Sean, but Sean would never take her money. He'd give her free weed, and he used to get mad at that. Then one day, he like, don't worry about it. I got something for him. And then on Sunday, that's where all the stuff happened.
I mean, she was his cousin, bro. I mean, she looked like a fucking Ninja Turtle. I don't think the cousin tattoo artist was trying to fuck his homie's girlfriend who was his cousin. He probably just gave her free weed because that was his cousin. That's a stupid ass motive. Timothy making this shit up right now, bro. This is a dumbass motive.
So it wasn't even really to rob him. It's because he's pissed that he was rapping to his girl.
It was basically payback.
So the money just grab it because...
Yeah, it was payback.
A man's life was taken over some inner grudge. Now the detective would tell Anthony just how much they knew, and nothing could have prepared him for that.
This is going to be your only opportunity to tell us your side. What I will tell you is this, is that your good friend, Timothy Dancy, last night and today, he put every single thing on you.
Okay.
That both guns were in your hand.
Okay.
And that he gave you his 9mm gun, and that you had a .45.
Okay.
And that you did all the shooting, and he told you not to.
Okay, he had to testify, right, Money?
Yeah.
Okay.
But what I'm telling you is that it's already video recorded. He's already told us what you did.
Okay.
So this is your one and only opportunity to tell us your side of it.
Okay.
Do you want to do that?
No, I didn't do shit.
Okay. Well,
That's exactly what he said. I didn't do any of it.
Is there anything about being a criminal that one should be proud of? Or is it something we're all missing?
Timothy raps you every time he goes me.
Going to come back to her, she is clearly daydreaming.
Timothy Dancy told me that you were pissed that Sean's trying to rap to you every time he goes to jail.
Sean's trying to what?
Trying to talk to you. And this was payback.
That doesn't even make sense. Which, payback? That doesn't even make sense.
Did you ever lead Anthony to believe that Sean was trying to sleep with you?
I told him one time that some stuff happened, but I mean, like, it wasn't nothing major.
Did you
I
ever
never
say
did
I got
anything.
something for that?
No.
Well, he shot him 21 times and twice in the balls.
I don't know what happened. All I know is I never did anything with Sean. Sean
Well,
did
how
try
long
to
ago
come
did
on
you
to-
tell him about Sean coming on to you?
That was a long time ago, like when he first got out of jail.
Okay, so that would have been like within the last 8 months.
That was a long time ago when I told him that. But
Okay, again,
like I
that
said,
would have
this
been, he just got out of jail like 8 months ago, right?
Who,
8-9 months ago?
Anthony?
Mhm.
No.
How long has he been out?
Anthony's been out for over a year.
He has been out for a year.
Yeah, he's been out for over a year.
Okay.
Timothy's saying you called Sean and it was a setup. You knew Anthony was going to
No, I would have never set my cousin up. First of all, me and my cousin were very close. He did majority of my tattoos. Sometimes when Anthony was back in jail, I used to go over here and smoke with my cousin and everything. I would never set my cousin up. Like I told you guys, I did call him for some weed, but we never left to
See, remember, she said she didn't even know Anthony at first, or she didn't even know the victim at first. She was like, yeah, I know him through my boyfriend. My boyfriend met him through a man named Bam. We're not really friends with him like that. But now he's her cousin. He's done all the tattoos. The narrator said they were cousins too. So I'm wondering if they're actual blood cousins. And at that point, I don't think bro would be trying to smack or crack his blood cousin, bro. That's crazy. But what I tell you, murderers always slander their victim, bro. They always slander their victim.
Go get the weed because my sister already
Well,
had
Anthony
it.
did.
I'm not understanding what's going on with you guys saying Anthony did. We were in the house smoking.
No, you weren't.
We were in the house smoking.
I'm not saying you didn't smoke weed in your house. I'm telling you he left.
Well,
Because
I'm
we
not-
have surveillance video.
Okay, well, I'm not understanding what's going on with that, but what I'm telling you is...
I'm telling you that we got the murder weapon, and we got Anthony and Tim.
Okay, but what I'm telling you is that we were all at the house smoking.
So, how do you think you're gonna clear him?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't think of anything. I just came down here because he told me to come down there. That's exactly why I came down here. I'm not about to get caught in the middle of nobody's stuff for something I didn't do while we was in the house smoking. I called Sean for some weed. I said, where you at?
What time?
Around 10 or 11 something. I called him. I said, what time? I said, where you at? He said, I'm coming up Kinsman. I said, all right, I'm about to pull up on you. Nobody ever left. We stayed on the couch smoking.
Okay.
To come down there. That's exactly why I came down here. I'm not about to get caught in the middle of nobody's stuff for something I didn't do while we was in the house smoking. I called Sean for some weed. I said, where you at?
What time?
Around 10 or 11 something. I called him. I said, what time? I said, where you at? He said, I'm coming up Kinsman. I said, all right, I'm about to pull up on you. Nobody ever left. We stayed on the couch smoking.
Okay,
We had weed.
But here's what I'm trying to explain to you. You made the phone call just after 11. I think it was 11:07 is when you called them.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what time it was. I called him. All I know it was around 10 or 11 o'clock.
Okay. And what we're being told by Timothy is he was there at the house with you guys smoking, and that he and
People be swearing that if they're not sure or they don't understand what the police are saying, that like that's some type of defense. Bro, ignorance is not fucking a bliss. Like, you know what I mean? Just because you're unaware of something doesn't mean that is not gonna fuck you over or get you caught up.
Anthony
We were
left.
all smoking.
I understand that.
But what I'm trying to explain is I don't know about anybody leaving or nothing like that. I told you it's possible. Yes, we probably could have dozed off because we have been smoking all day. I smoked with them when they got there, when they brought my food. We smoked with them, but then I had been previously smoking with my sister earlier that day. I had been back and forth to my mom's house washing clothes. Now I said it's possible that we probably could have dozed off, or maybe somebody could have left.
Sierra admits to Timothy being there, but before this, she had described Timothy as a distant friend. Pathetic liars.
When Anthony comes back, where does he typically park the car?
It's a red car that the neighbor owns downstairs on this side because it's a 3-car garage. It's a red car right here that never moves, and then I park in the middle, and then my neighbor usually parks right here unless he's going in the garage, and then Anthony pulls like on the side.
Okay.
This is crazy.
Do you remember what Tone was wearing on Sunday night? No.
Yeah, she was like, I'm driving up this street. And then she was like, yeah, I'm about to pull up. Like, that was literally the moment they shot his ass, for real.
Tone's vehicle was taken on Wednesday, correct? That's the day that you reported it?
I guess he reported it stolen Wednesday night.
Okay.
Because I went to sleep with my sister because my sister been staying at my house. And she told me when I woke up in the morning, she was like, oh, the police came, but you was asleep. And I just said, I was like, well, what they say? She was like, I don't know. She was like, you gotta ask him. And when I asked him, he was just like, they said that they didn't recover the key with the car. And that's what led to all this. Yesterday, I guess he was calling around trying to find out where the car key was at.
Okay.
In July of 2017, prosecutors charged Anthony Simmons and Sierra Johnson with aggravated murder, aggravated robbery, and felonious assault, while Timothy Dancy III pleaded guilty to reduced charges of involuntary manslaughter and aggravated robbery. On August 1st, 2017, the judge sentenced Simmons to 36 years to life, Johnson to 20 years to life, and Dancy to 23 years in prison. Investigators found
So Timothy getting out because he was cooperating.
Found a .45 caliber bullet casing inside Sierra Johnson's vehicle that matched the secondary weapon used during the ambush. Police recovered Timothy Dancy's discarded 9mm Glock handgun from a nearby road and pulled his direct DNA off the weapon. Meanwhile, Timothy's cousin, Eric Turner, actively testified that the two men used household bleach inside his apartment to wash Delshawn's blood off the stolen cash before drying it on the radiator.
Yeah, they was robbing him for money, bro. I told you, bro was selling weed, doing tattoos. That's what I'm saying. These three was broke as hell, twiddling their thumbs on the couch. Bro was a go-getter. He did tattoos, he sold weed. So, you know, he had dough. He was doing okay, and they fucking popped him and tried to take his little stash, his little bankroll.
Our hearts break for Delshawn, a deeply loved son and artist who is forever missed by his family. Given how cold-blooded this ambush was, do you think the sentencing was enough for Sierra and Dancy? Do comment down below. Thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here.
Man, but that's going to be it for today's stream. That was a crazy case. I'm glad justice was served. Let's get a DJ horn for justice. Shout out to all the people who helped donate today. Everybody sent in a gift. The super chatters, man, thanks for the love. You know we need it. It's been a slower month. Starting to pick up, though, so I appreciate you guys for this last week. If we could go hard these last 2 weeks of the month, it would make all the difference for my channel and my family. You already know this is how we grind. This is our job. This is our 9 to 5, and that's why we put in 6 to 8 hours a day on stream. If you didn't catch this morning stream, go back and watch the replay. We do a morning and an evening stream. So let me know what you think. And I appreciate you guys. Love each and every one of you. You could be anywhere in the world, but you here with me. And for that, I appreciate you. Peace and love. Cue the outro.
When you can throw 2 punches that sound like one. You throw punches, you can hear them. They were 2, but they sound like fucking 1 punch. Oh, they don't understand. Anybody that hears this understand all the fighting. They know what I'm saying. You do 2 punches that sound like 1.